Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie Stewart. I'm the principal designer at Stewart Design Co. and the host of your favorite interior design podcast. It's literally called that, your favorite interior design podcast. We're based out of Phoenix, Arizona, and we specialize in new construction, both residential and commercial, multifamily housing, senior living, we do it all. Our favorite types of projects are those where we get to use big, bold design, and we have one promise for our clients: there will be wallpaper. People don't always understand words, and people have different definitions of things. So modern to one person, contemporary to another, eclectic, there's going to be wallpaper. Not everyone understands those things. So when you can put it down in a sketch, it makes it a lot easier to convey your designs. So I've used Morpholio Trace now for quite some time to be able to do that. Also, one of my favorite features that I'm going to share with you is the time-lapse video. And I've been putting those on my Instagram and also using them to send to clients with my proposals to give them a little bit of a sneak peek or a teaser of what the design's going to be. People love them, and I think you're going to love them too. So let's get started. The first thing that I do when I start a new project in Morpholio is I don't select a blank project. I go to my library. I import a photo from my camera roll. Usually I've taken pictures on the job site, and so they're right here in my camera roll. And I'll go to the folder and pick the picture. So it sets up my new drawing as a photo and then a trace paper overlay. So you can see how it's kind of hazy. Okay, once you import the photo, the second tip is very, very important. This is the most important tip. You go up to the gear and you need to turn on the video for the time-lapse recording. It is so painful when you go through an entire drawing, even if you're using it for yourself to learn concepts, it's so painful when you forgot to record your sketching. So don't forget to go up to the top to the wrench, go to the video and turn on the time-lapse recording so that you have all of your strokes from beginning to end in your time-lapse video. When you start by importing a photo of an existing space, you can then think of ideas of what you want it to look like. This space is, like I mentioned, my current office, but my desk is set up differently and I haven't installed the wallpaper or the photo. So what I would do is I would start to draw and see, how do I want to make this design my own? I'm thinking about hanging the art off of aircraft cables. And I'll draw a different piece of art that's not as simple to see if I like it there. Here we have the existing fireplace, and I'm going to start with drawing the space, just the walls, the ceiling, and I'm just going to draw what I'm going to keep because I'm going to give myself a blank slate. And you can just keep it real loose. It doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes the photos are a little bit off, so once you turn off the back layer, like you'll see here, they're not super straight, it's okay. You can touch that up, but you're just getting a footprint of the room. So you want to go ahead and get a footprint of the room. This is also really nice because you don't draw on the furniture that's existing. You're making it a nice clean palette for you to design off of. So instead of spending a lot of time in SketchUp or CAD, starting to do your design work and work through your design process, you just do it quick and easy, tracing over an existing space. Then when you do the time lapse back of the drawing, you can show that at the end you've turned off the photo underneath and you have the new design. The other thing I like to do when starting from a photo is using the color tools on Morpholio Trace. Not being a sketcher before I started using Morpholio or even drawing at all, it really helps me to be able to use color on the app, and my favorite is the roller brush tool. So you select the roller brush tool and you get your color palette, which I like to choose a nice neutral. I love this interior design boho palette. It's one of my favorites. You put that away, you choose which color you're going to do, and you can see I've already started here, but I'll add some of the greenery in the back. And this boho palette has some neutral greens. You can do this around and you cover it up like that. And you swipe it straight and then along the inside edges, and then it'll close up that spot. And then I'll come back with my marker, with my pen, with a different color green, And I'll just add a little bit of detail here. And then you can see when I turn off the layer of the photo, I have pops of color inside of my sketch. Okay, so once you're done drawing, you want to check your time-lapse replay. So you go back up here to the gear icon and click on time-lapse replay, and you can go ahead and play it out. Again, I'm Stephanie Stewart from Stewart Design Co., and I hope that these tips have inspired you to download Morpholio Trace and start sketching. If you'd like to see more of our design work, you're welcome to follow us on Instagram at Stewart Design Co. And don't forget to tune in to the podcast, your favorite interior design podcast, to learn more about interior design, the process, and new construction. Thanks for watching.